Hello, smart people. Today we're working on a pendulum clock after the disastrous destruction of the Astro Turbulon. So, yeah, something new, something different. And I need this one. Okay. This is a big pendulum clock. Got all the parts printed, most of them cleaned up. Time to start assembly. This one comes with a set of gauges, which is really nice because you get the exact depth you need on a particular shaft. Makes it nice and easy. That means you got to glue every single piece on here. So, first up, the anchor and pallet assembly. Got the 11 mil gauge here. End up doing that, which means before I shove it in all the way, I need to put a dab of glue. Let's see here. I need to put a dab of glue on the part so when I seat it home, everything sticks. It stays. Then after that, I no longer need that 11 mil gauge. I need the 5 mil gauge. So yeah, this is the anchor pallet on a 71 millimeter long, 5 millimeter diameter shaft. Oop, let me check. At least I hope I got the right one. Yeah, I got the right one. It's the right length. Next up, I gotta put the. Gotta put a 5 millimeter end stop on this. My fingers do not want to work today. So again, it'll do something like that. So I'm going to pull it out slightly so I can get some glue on there before I pop it in. There, I no longer need that. And now I've got the fork and an end stop in place. Well, one more step to this. Gotta put another end stop on it. This time with a 15.5 millimeter gauge. Again, bloop, and done. Probably just leave it there. Actually, I'm gonna be lazy. I'm just gonna leave it there. It's a force fit. So there we are. First axle done. Next up, the Escapement Gear, which is this one. Make sure I got all the right parts. So we start out with a 19 mil gauge, another 5 millimeter long, or my 5 millimeter diameter shaft, and 16 tooth pinion gear. Which will end up doing that. Again, this part moves, so put a bit of glue on here before ramming it home. Next up, I need the 11 mil gauge. Put the escapement gear on. Remember, all the notches here have to be facing up. So we're looking at that. Wait, that doesn't fit right. So like that. And ta-da. There he is. Next up, I'm going to put a couple of end stops in place, just like before, using the 5.5 mil stop, or 5.5 mil gauge. And that big gear is wiggling, so that isn't good. Wow, that wobbles a lot more than I thought it would. Maybe I'm going to leave it there until it sets up. Maybe it's flat and I got nothing to worry about. I think I'm going to let that sit. Put the end caps on later. Alright, finally for today, Gear 1 assembly. For these parts and a 6mm shaft. So we start out with our gear. Goes on like EA, you saw it before. One. Get it in here smoothly. That's a nice smooth way to do it. We now have a 15 tooth pinion gear on there, and I just glued my fingers together. A pretty fort smeller. Next up, we need the 19 mil gauge. This will do something like that. There, much easier. Ta-da! That part's done. And this gets an end stop, so 5.5 mils. Yeah, that one's not going anywhere. I'm not even going to bother gluing it. That one's not going anywhere either. Oh, so there we are. First 3 axles for this and the very first gear pair. Now to let those dry. Let's see if this is set up enough that is set up enough that I can put the end caps on. That one is loose enough, it's going to need glue. And then something very similar to this end. And that one's tight enough, it is not going to need glue. And there we are. First 3 shafts with all their pieces and parts on them. Come back next time and I'll be working on the next bits. Take care.